Hello, my kindergartners. If you hear that, Sherbert is doing this in between my feet right now. So if you hear that, give me attention, it's her. All right, subtraction within 10, we're going to be working on today. And I have my math assistant.
I just got out of the bath.
She did, and oh, she smells so good. She smells so good, like you guys always smell so good first thing in the morning, and I get my hugs and I get my smelly good kid fix from this one, from my math assistant. All right, so let's dive right in today with our practice pages, okay? All right, so we are using manipulative still. And today we're going to review a little bit with this page and then really work on number lines today. All right, so here is your crayon. What are we going to do?
Directions. Cross out the yarn to subtract. Write the difference.
And what is the difference? The answer to a
equation.
Which kind of equation?
Subtraction.
Exactly. So a difference is the answer to a subtraction equation. All right. So how are we going to use our yarn, our balls of yarn, to subtract? How many do you have? Look at your equation first. What's our equation? What's our equation?
10 minus 2.
Okay, so how cross out the yarn? How do we do this?
1.
We're just crossing it out.
2.
Okay, and how many do you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, and then write your answer.
8.
Perfect. Let's do a couple more together, and then you guys can finish on your own. What's this one?
8 minus 6.
Equals?
Blank.
Let's find out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then what's the difference?
It equals 2.
Yes. All right, let's do one more together, and then we'll move on to the next page, and you guys can finish it later. What's the one more?
7 minus 3. 1, 2, 3. It equals 4.
Awesome. Did you count and make sure?
I actually knew what 2 plus 2 was, and I looked 2, and then there's 2 more. 4.
That is skip counting by twos. And we worked on that in first grade. So there's a little glimpse of something you'll get in first grade next year, guys. All right, so number lines. Guys, we are going to practice a lot of number lines today. All right? So, do you remember number lines?
Yeah.
I think that was your favorite strategy when we worked on this unit. That was the easiest for you.
Yeah.
And some classmates use their fingers. Some really liked the 10 frames. So again, I want you guys to choose after we're done with this unit and practicing. Yeah, and your opinion can change. That's okay.
Because you always carry.
That is true. That is very true, and that's exactly what I said, huh? So this one, we are going to focus on the number lines, okay? So let's do a couple of these because this one we're doing subtraction of 1. This one you'll take away 2. This one you'll take away 3. This one you'll take away 4, okay? So it's the same process, just you're hopping back however many you are subtracting, okay? So let's use our number line to subtract 6 minus 1. What are you going to do? Tell us what you're doing.
You always
find
the number.
Which for this one is 6. And then what do?
Go
back.
Oh, back. I mean, 5.
Okay, and you land on 5. And you know what? It's okay if you end up making a mistake because you guys are going to use pencil, so you can just erase it, okay? Now, this is something that we realized a little bit into subtraction last year, was drawing the bumps ended up getting really confusing. And then what did we switch over to do? We have 2 minus 1. We just were touching. There's our 2, there's our minus 1. That way we didn't have to erase the bumps, remember? And we land on 1. We still get the same answer though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but very good. You did wonderfully narrating what to do. So as you are subtracting, now if you're 2 more, you're gonna bump back 2. So you'll start out on your 10 and you'll go 1, 2. We land on 8. So then you'll write your 8.
Can we do this one the next, after this?
I'm gonna come down here a little bit because we've got a glare. The lighting isn't very, let me see, just a second, guys. I have to turn my camera.
Blah, 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 blah,
I want to
blah,
lower
blah,
the exposure
blah, blah, blah,
of
blah,
light.
blah. Oh, man.
There we go, that's a little better. All right, let's do 6 minus 2. Show us on our number line how you do 6 minus 2. Start out on the 6. You don't have to color over the number, and then bump back 2. 1, 2. You land on 4. All right? And you just know that 2 minus 2 is 0, right? And then when you're doing your 3s, you're going to bump back 3. When you're doing your 4s,
That's what I did.
you're going to bump back
Instead of this,
4.
Instead of this, I did this.
That's okay. All right? So you can practice those on your own. You got this. And then on our last page here, we've got a true or false, and you're going to use your number line to check. We did one of these earlier in the unit, and I had a recommendation for you. Do you remember what it was?
No.
You should remember what it is. Okay, so you're going to check. So let's do 10 minus 4 equals 6. Do you think that's true or false?
False.
Are you just being a playful assistant?
No, I actually know it's false.
What do you think 10 minus 4 is then?
6. Oh.
Is that why? That was an excellent example of why it's important to pay attention, huh?
Sorry.
So we're going to use our number line to check. So 10 minus 4, there's our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I land on 6. That is true. We're going to put a check mark. Okay. 6 minus 2 equals 3. Let's find our 6. We're going to bump back 2. 1, 2. We land on 4. This is false. So we're going to put an X. Okay. All right. So then you're going to use your number line to check. All of your equations that end up with a check mark are going to go under your smiley face because those are true. If you put an X on it, they're going to go under the shout face for false. Okay? All right. All right. So lots and lots of practice because we're working on fluency.
Yes.
Fluency is super important. Now, first grader who did this stuff for kindergarten, did the fluency and all this practice help when you got to subtraction in first grade because you started doing double digit? Did it really help? All of those strategies we've been practicing, all those times that your mother used flashcards to practice, was it helpful?
Yes.
Yes. So practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. All right?
Love you guys.
We love you. We miss you. And good luck. Have a grown-up call me if you're still having trouble.
Please
all right?
subscribe.
All the parents already did. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time.
Anybody else?